Hey there. So I wish that I could say that I was sitting at the top of a summit coming to you today, but it's just a snowy day in Castle Rock. I'm at the Open Ridge area, about a mile away from my house. It's been a while since I've done or recited, Sermon on the Mount, and I'm more or less up to verse 42, so just wanted to practice, and I love the snow. I love the snow and rain so much. To me, it's a physical representation, I guess, that God's still there. He hasn't forgotten about us, and I don't know. I've always loved it. It just makes me feel closer to Him. But anyway, this morning in church, they were talking about just how Jesus came for the sick and not the healthy, and it just struck a chord in my heart. I mean, we hear it over and over and over again for those of you that go to church, and for those of you that don't, if you haven't heard it before, Jesus did not come for the righteous or the Pharisees. And I feel that I fail so often every day, whether it's my thoughts, my actions. Paul said it best: I don't do what I want to do, and I do what I don't want to do. But man, it's so hard, and it's almost a good thing that I fail every day, because it's just kind of reminding me how badly I need Jesus. And we need him so badly. Anyway, so I've been studying the Sermon on the Mount. My goal is to be done or memorized all of chapter 5 by the end of 2018. It's November 11th today, Veterans Day. I'm trying to remember all those that sacrificed themselves so that we didn't have to. Just spending a day reflecting on the Lord and the heroes that he puts on here on earth too. But anyway, I'm gonna try to do my best. Matthew 1 through 42. Matthew chapter 5, verse 1 through 42. It's pretty cold out here, but I love it. You might hear a train in the background, some planes. We live in Castle Rock, which is halfway between Denver and Colorado Springs. We have two different airports on either side. But other than the trains and the planes, it's pretty quiet out here. I was the only car in the parking lot, so anyway, now on to what Jesus has to say, because his words are much more important than mine. Matthew 5, verse 1 through 42. Now when Jesus saw the crowds, he went up on a mountainside and sat down. His disciples came to him, and he began to teach them. He said, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven." Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they will be shown mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God. Blessed are those who are persecuted because of righteousness, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are you when people insult you, persecute you, and falsely say all kinds of evil against you because of me. Rejoice and be glad, because great is your reward in heaven. For in the same way they persecuted the prophets who were before you. You are the salt of the earth. But if the salt loses its saltiness, how can it be made salty again? It is no longer good for anything except to be thrown out and trampled underfoot. You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. Neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on its stand, and it gives light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven. Do not think that I have come to abolish the law or the prophets. I have not come to abolish them, but to fulfill them. For truly I tell you, until heaven and earth disappear, not the smallest letter, not the least stroke of a pen will by any means disappear from the law until everything is accomplished. Therefore, anyone who sets aside one of the least of these commands and teaches others accordingly will be called least in the kingdom of heaven. But whoever practices and teaches these commands will be called great in the kingdom of heaven. For truly I tell you, for truly I tell you, that unless your righteousness surpasses that of the Pharisees and the teachers of the law, you will certainly not enter the kingdom of heaven. Sorry, I'm a little distracted by the snow. You have heard that it was said to the people long ago, you shall not murder, and anyone who murders will be subject to judgment. But I tell you, anyone who is angry with a brother or sister will be subject to judgment. Again, anyone who says Raka will be answerable to the court, and anyone who says you fool will be in danger of the fire of hell. Therefore, if you are offering your gift at the altar, and there remember that your brother or sister has something against you, leave your gift there in front of the altar. First go and be reconciled to them, then come and offer your gift. Settle matters quickly with your adversary who is taking you to court. Do it while you are still together on the way, or your adversary may hand you over to the judge, and the judge may hand you over to the officer, and you may be thrown into prison. Truly I tell you, you will not get out until you have paid the last penny. You have heard it said to the people long ago, you shall not commit adultery. But I tell you, anyone who looks at a woman lustfully has already committed adultery with her in his heart. If your right eye causes you to stumble, gouge it out and throw it away. It is better for you to lose one part of your body than for your whole body to go into hell. And if your right hand causes you to stumble, cut it off and throw it away. It is better for you to lose one part of your body than for your whole body to go into hell. It has been said, anyone who divorces his wife must give her a certificate of divorce. But I tell you, anyone who divorces his wife except for sexual immorality makes her a victim of adultery, and anyone who marries a divorced woman commits adultery. Again, you have heard it said to the people long ago, do not break your oath to the Lord. Do not break your oath, but fulfill to the Lord the vows you have made. But I tell you, do not swear an oath at all, either by heaven, for it is God's throne, or by the earth, for it is his footstool, or by Jerusalem, for it is the city of the great king. Sorry, getting snow. Or by Jerusalem, for it is the city of the great king. And do not swear an oath by your head, for you cannot make even one hair white or black. All you need to say is simply yes or no. Anything beyond this comes from the evil one. It has been said, eye for eye and tooth for tooth. But I tell you, do not resist an evil person. If anyone slaps you on the right cheek, turn the other cheek as well. And if anyone wants to sue you and take your shirt, hand over your coat as well. Sorry, we're on the last few verses, so it's getting a little tough. Plus, I can't feel my fingers. Hand over your coat as well. If anyone forces you to go 1 mile, go with them 2 miles. Give to the one who asks of you, and do not turn from the one who wants to borrow from you. Okay, that was very difficult. I'm not gonna lie, for a month there, life got really hard and I got distracted and just down like we do sometimes. So I stopped with my verses for a few weeks there and just jumped back in a few weeks ago, and I'm trying to pick it back up, and that's all we can do. Even when we stop or life gets in the way of something, that doesn't mean that we can't pick it right back up. That's what repentance is. Thank God for repentance, as our teacher said this morning. All you have to do is stop and turn and go the other direction, and Jesus allows us to do that. So anyway, if you're watching, thanks for watching. I'm posting these videos, but really videos are for me. This journey's for me and my relationship with Christ. So if you are watching, I hope that you got something out of it. I'm officially frozen, so I'm gonna go walk around and maybe get warm. Anyway, just remember, God's good.